Um, Welcome to this channel, everybody. It's me again. My name is Jackson Ngenda, and I'm a targeted individual for the past 20 years. Today, I want to talk about the methods that the peps use in order to harass their victims. What happened is that after a severe gang stalking, or should I say electronic harassment that happened in Washington, that started from 2001 until 2003, because the gang stalking or the harassment was too much, which means in that condition I couldn't work. I couldn't continue working, so which means that I quit my job and decided to come back home here in Katima. So in 2003, I quit my job. Then I decided to come back to Katima. Fortunately enough, at that time my mother was still working and she was still well. She was teaching, in the rural areas. So even in her house, it was only, the people or the children, the people she was staying with who were left there. So when I came back, I was there. Then because it was even evident that I was sick and stuff. So I decided, I told her everything. And then she said, no problem, my son. You can just go back and settle in the room that you used to use before, because it is still open. So I just went there and to settle myself and stuff. So I stayed in Katima for about maybe from 2003 to 2009. Then in 2009, because I saw that no, I'm doing nothing, I'm just there at home, and anything can change at any time. So I have to do something for myself. So I decided to apply for admission at the University of Namibia, because I was even getting old. Then in 2010, I received a letter that they have admitted me. So I decided to pack my stuff and go to Windhoek, to register myself. Then all registration was successful. I registered myself at the UNAM campus in Windhoek. So in fact, I started, attending classes there. Everything was well. You see, every day I'll wake up, from Monday to Friday in the morning, and I'll prepare myself with everything. Then I'll go to the university. And then after the classes, I'll come back again, just like that. Everything was well. But then, in the middle of the year, like I think it was in June, then something abnormal started happening. I started hearing voices again of these remote neural monitors, or should I say these cyber torturers now. Now they were saying that they are monitoring me. They can tell me, I could even hear them, that they are watching me wherever I go. And I don't know what the reason was. So in fact, I was even confused. And in fact, it was even true that I could even see for myself that I'm being monitored, and it is in Windhoek. These guys have come back for me again. Therefore, I didn't, give it a chance. I didn't think about it. Then I thought, no, maybe these guys, it's some movie or some sort. I'm just dreaming. It's not true, because I'm in Windhoek. What did I do in Windhoek again? What are they torturing me in Windhoek for? Because I just came to school. I was not stealing from anybody. I was not doing anything. Then while they were monitoring me or electronically harassing me, that now they come up with they told me a lot of reasons that we are doing this to you because of this reason. Some of the reasons they gave me was that they were targeting my influence. They said that I have influence. So me, I was failing to understand them, because the way I understand it, influence, somebody who has influence, you should have those three things, for you, in order to have influence on people. You should have money, it's a must. You should be powerful, you should have power, it's a must. Or you should be famous, it's a must. When you have those three things, then you have influence. As for me, I didn't have any of those three stuff. So which in fact I didn't understand them why they say that they are targeting my influence. They want to get rid of my influence that I have on people. So they didn't convince me, which means they were just doing everything deliberately in order just to harass me. Then they come up with another reasons that I'm associating myself, with group of mafias, who want, to conduct robbing activities there in several banks in Windhoek. As for me, now they even lost me because I don't understand. Because even in my youth, I was just a clubber. Somebody who just go to a club and having fun in a weekend, and then you come back. Mafia or criminal world it's not my world, per se. So totally it was like they were dreaming. Maybe they were talking about somebody else, not me. For me, if you talk about going to cocktail bars, going to club and having fun, then you are talking about me, but not for those things. So they were confusing me. So they started harassing me. It was audible there in Windhoek, in the street of Windhoek, because the harassment, was 24/7. They don't give you a chance. No? Even when you go to sleep, they induce dreams, through this technology. I've talked already about these things. I think by now you understand these people, what they are capable of doing using this technology. So, in fact, they started, it was like a severe electronic harassment, like gang stalking. I would wake up, huh? They started broadcasting voices or projected voices, trying to misinform people, trying to tell me things that I don't understand. Even when I go to the lecture, I could still hear them talking in the background. In fact, they were distracting me, disturbing me a lot. Even when, it was 24/7, when you are in the street of Windhoek, it is broadcasting, like, and it was audible, some sort of. And when you come now home, in the room, it was even worse. Because now they were even conducting some physical activities on me. Like, they use invisible energy, like electromagnetic field, to apply, so that to attack you, to direct that energy to you, so that you can even feel it physically on your skin, when they are directing that energy to you, to your body. So they performed a lot of experiments, electronic experiment on my body. Like, for instance, they used that invisible energy to penetrate my anal, which means that they were sodomizing me 24/7. And the other thing, the worst thing is that they also stimulated my penis, my manhood. Sometimes you are sleeping in the bed, you are not thinking of a woman, you are absent-minded. in fact, but you feel that your manhood there is, it's start to erect, start to harden up. Before you even realize it, it will start shooting, ejaculating there and stuff. Maybe you think that it's over. Before you, it's back again, it's up again. It will start shooting until you start panting and stuff like that, and you can even hear them laughing there. You know, so these things used to happen to me every night whenever I come to the home into my flat. They used to perform this kind of activities to me, which means in this case I should say that I was sexually violated, by these people, which it is very confusing. You have no control over your things, over your manhood. Somebody out there, he's attacking you. He's stimulating your private parts, like sensitive parts like your penis. Just imagine if it was you to be in a situation like that, and it was happening every day there in Windhoek. And sometimes even I decided, to mostly not to come home, but mostly I was always in a bar. Like for instance, when I come from the classes, I would just go to a bar and hang up or hang around with friends there until it was late after midnight. That's when I'll come home. Even there, they'll still be waiting for you. They'll start the sexual harassment. So it used to happen every day. That's why it happened, from June, somewhere there, to like November, when, the campus or the university closed, then we went to holidays. So every day, they were making those things to me at some other point. So which means whenever I used, to come from classes, I would rather decide to go to a bar and stay there just to avoid, because whenever I entered a bar, you could see that, you're no more hearing voices. And it was more like these people, are no longer harassing you and stuff. And so I was always there in a bar. It was like a safe haven for me. It was like it's where I took refuge. And you know what? These guys, they would come there and say in their local languages that I cannot speak. They say that, but I can pick some other words there. They used to say that go to your university. When they say that, go to your university, because sometimes when you are at home, maybe you are preparing some food or cooking some food there. So they would say, go to your university. They are not saying the university, the campus, no. They are talking about that bar that I used to go, that I should go there, or otherwise I'm going to suffer. So most of the time, I used to spend most of my time in that bar until late in the evening. Even when I came back in the evening, like late, they will start having those things. Even when you go to sleep, they induce dreams. They induce images, mostly of obscene, scenes like sometimes is men to men, having sex, like a man having sex with an animal like a dog or like a baboon. So they will put those things, they will flood your mind with those things the whole night. Sometimes it's not only when you are sleeping, but even when you are awake, like the way I am, they just induce those images in your mind. And this continued, to happen until like in November there, when we closed. So these guys, they were talking about that they are targeting, or they want to destroy or to eliminate the influence that I'm having on people. I don't know. They didn't, explained to me what kind of influence I was having on people that they were harassing me for. And now they were talking about that I was associating myself with mafias. No, because mostly I went to the university. From there I came to a bar. To a bar there, I was hanging out with close friends, who were not mafias. Most of those people, they were Caprivians. They were coming from this Zambezi region. So they were not in mafia stuff. You understand? So these people, what they do is that they always, try to look for certain reasons that they can use, in order to justify, their crime. Uh, and also to make you feel that as if you are guilty. But you know that these people, they are making it up, just, to put or to implant, that idea into you that you are guilty of something. Well, you are not. They just want to harass you. And the thing is that they also want to manipulate people. But the thing is, I like Windhoek because in Windhoek mostly you find civilized people. So most of the people, they didn't listen to these idiots. Sometimes you would just hear them saying that, no man, leave this guy is a gentleman. You people, I think you are the ones who have problems. Like for instance, there was a woman, then they'll say, no, you are just a prostitute. That's what is your problem. So this guy is a gentleman, leave him alone and stuff. So this was what was happening in Windhoek. And from there, then we kind of closed for the year. And then I decided I decided to come back, to Katima. Then these guys were still harassing me even on my way until I reached after Road Fontaine, there where they call it this Mololwani. That's where they stopped. Now I was entering communal land. After that red zone, that's when they stopped harassing me. So I didn't know what they were meaning. Maybe that other side, to them, maybe it's another country. Maybe when you leave that Mololwani, now you are entering the other side of the red zone. Maybe it's another country. That's when they stopped. And when I reached Rondo, I couldn't hear any voices anymore. And then when I came to Kachima, I couldn't hear any voices anymore. So they were faint of some sort. So that's what happened in Windhoek. Please don't forget to like this video, and please subscribe to this video. And I'll be making more videos that will be coming. And I want just to thank everybody for watching. Thank you very much.